How I love to vibe when I'm vibing with you. How I love to vibe when the vibing is true. How I love to vibe when I'm vibing with you. We're vibing, we're vibing, we're vibing, we're vibing. It's Mike and Cass vibing out.
Well, hello.
Hello, beautiful spirit.
Hey, beautiful spirit. How are you?
I'm doing good today. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm better now. We took a minute just to recenter back into this moment. Both of our lives are pretty busy, somewhat chaotic at times, especially running a business and everything this one has going on in life with school and all the things that she's excited about and that we're working on. It's a lot. But it's all good. It's all good. So with that being said, we wanted to talk about living your purpose, no expiration date on your dreams. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to get into it. I hope y'all are excited. I want to say thank you as always for tuning in, no matter where you are and what you're doing. We thank you so much for being here, and we just hope that...
Who are you?
I'm Cass. Who are you?
I'm Mike.
And this is Mike and Cass.
Vibing out,
baby. We hope to just bring you love with this episode, as with all our others. And yeah, let's get talking about purpose. So I think that a big thing, I don't know, that's like a huge question for people, is like, what's my purpose? Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I kind of want to hand it off to you to just like, what would be like your definition of like purpose, or is it individual or what?
Let's bring up some questions. Number one, people wonder, do I have a purpose? Yes.
Everyone does.
How do I find my purpose? Let me give you some tools. Number one, if you're lucky, some of us know since we're a little kid, have a glimpse of what that purpose is. When I was a little kid, I knew I loved music and I loved helping people. But what that would look like as a child at 8 years old, I didn't know. I had no idea. But I at least knew that I loved music and I knew that I liked helping people. A lot of people, go to school and they're within the confines and the restrictions of what school tells them. They'll have things that they love to do, but they don't fit in those confines, so they'll forget about them and they'll leave them be. And then they'll become a young adult or an older adult and realize, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Because they've been so stuck in these boxes of what's possible. So let me start by saying that absolutely you have a purpose. And a good place to start is thinking about the things that you like to do. See, part of your purpose may not be just like a career. It may turn into a career. You might surprise yourself. But what are the things you like to do? Because it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
It's different for everybody. So starting with the things that you enjoy doing is probably a good start to developing and realizing what your purpose is on this earth. Number two, a real simple thing is to start by being purposeful about everything you do.
That's huge.
Being purposeful about your choices on a day-to-day basis. Be purposeful about being the best version of yourself, which means you're growing spiritually, physically, and mentally. And guess what? When you're purposeful about every aspect of your life, you tend to bump up against your purpose.
That's very true, actually. When you're just living
on purpose.
When you're living on purpose, you find your purpose. I like it. That's awesome. And that's so true. When you're just intentional about your every action, every even feelings and thoughts, which can be hard to do sometimes, but when you really try to be, then you realize certain things you might be doing aren't really aligned with who you are, and you don't want to be, doing those things in life. And then you find that the things that feel good, that bring you joy, that make you feel love, that's where your purpose is. And so I think that's really good, couple questions to ask yourself.
It's a great place to start, and it's anything that anybody can do. There's a reason why we all don't like doing the same things. There's a reason why there's people who see a math problem and they get excited. When I see a math problem, I get a headache. So and so there's a reason for that. Those things that bring you joy, those things that you love to do that maybe you forgot about or given up on and thought wasn't possible, that's part of your purpose. And you can have several things. It's not all about just this one big, how do I change the world, type thing.
Yeah.
You got to realize at the end of the day, it's the little things you do on a daily basis. Being an amazing person changes the world.
Yeah.
Your vibration, your energy in the grocery store, every little thing you do is purposeful. That's what changes the world. It's not some big monumental event and moment. You may have those. You're absolutely capable of them, but it's not that,
Yeah, and you change the world from changing yourself and living in alignment with you, and that just radiates, like you said, energy, like in ways that you could never measure. You can't tell how maybe even the smile on your face or something could have made someone's day, and then they start making other people's days. And so just you living when you're happy, when you're living in your purpose, that's meaning that you have joy within you, and that's going to radiate out.
What's your purpose and when did you realize it?
So I tend to think that we all have definitely unique purposes. Like you're saying, we're all different. We have different interests. But that we have different purposes for like different times of our life and stuff. And like I kind of think of it as like we have like the overall purpose. So me, it's like helping people evolve their like mental state, their consciousness. Like everything I do has to do with that. But the way I pursued that a few years ago versus now is in different ways. So part of my purpose now is creating content online. That's definitely like I know that I'm supposed to do that, and I've always had an interest in that. And that's where I've felt like I could help people the most. And so that's part of my purpose. And I think then like on a moment-to-moment basis, we have a purpose too. Like right now, my purpose is to be present and to speak from the heart and to make this video, make this podcast. And that's my purpose right now. My purpose later might be walking to the store or, sleeping.
I think you should drop the mic on the last one. That was so profound. That was my purpose right now, is to be in this moment. That's dope. And then she started talking about going to the damn grocery store. Like she won.
Trying to make it
She
relatable here.
was way up here. She killed it. She just dropped the mic, but you can't just leave the room. But she could have, and then she started going about
just walked off.
Talk about the damn girl. Okay, we the more we're silly. We love you. We love life, and we give each other shit when necessary. Yeah, so that's dope, dude. And that goes back to your purpose right now is being present in this moment. And being present in this moment, once again, will help you realize what your purpose is. The more you are present, the more that divine download and the answers start to come to you. And realizing also, whatever your purpose is, it has to do with service. Let me tell you that too. Yeah. It's about serving the world in only the unique ways that you can. And realize there's no better or worse. See, if somebody loves cleaning, if somebody is like a custodian or something, but they do it with such passion and heart and effort and energy, that's a service to the world. And that energy translates. And when people are excellent at certain things, no matter what it is, people feel it. And you stand out. And there's somebody who absolutely loves that, and that is their purpose. And that purpose is just as important as anything else. We get so indulged with fame and all this BS and the things that people pay attention to that might make a little bit more money and all these things, but there is nobody's purpose is any better any more than other person. It's just some purposes you might be known for and you may not. But that doesn't mean you don't have a mighty purpose, whatever it is. So taking the time to discover what that is and being easy on yourself, which brings us back to not having an expiration date on your dreams. I tell you what, man, it's time to be courageous in this life. You probably know, and the reason why a lot of you don't know what your purpose is because you're scared to actually accept what it is. I've had people that were close to me that kept on bumping up against it all the time because it was calling them. And it was bothering them, but they kept ignoring it because
it's fear of
it's
failure
scary.
and
Because
stuff.
it was scary because they just assumed that wasn't possible.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: is there certain things that you've decided were impossible in your life, which is you just playing small, which is actually your mighty purpose? Whatever it is, math problems, singing, dancing, writing, creating, whatever it is for you. Is there things when you were a little kid that you absolutely love to do and that you could do all day? And then if you could do it right now, it would bring so much joy to your life. man, I suggest that you revisit that.
Yeah.
You revisit that. Give yourself a chance, give yourself a chance to live the life you deserve. And a huge part of that is absolutely your purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep asking yourself questions and really just do the things that you enjoy. And like, I've met a lot of people who don't even know what they enjoy because they've never given themselves the time and energy to explore. So take like 30 minutes out of your week every week to just try something new or learn something new and see what piques your interest a little bit, and just keep asking yourself those questions and go for it. Everything is possible. I know it seems crazy, but we don't have to take all 1,000 steps right now. We can't see how we're going to get to this very grand goal when we're so far away, and that's normal. But if you just take the next step, and then after you're done with that, take the next step, then there's just one step at a time, and it's all possible. I promise you. Just get started, just believe in yourself, and just why not? Like, if it worked out, cool. If it didn't, then cool too. You're already living like this, so.
Nobody regrets going after the things that they really want in life.
Yeah.
People only regret not going after it. And what evolves and comes from you having courage and going after those things leads to certain areas and experiences you never could imagine. And I can tell you that personally. So you have nothing to lose. No expiration date. Doesn't matter if you're 5, 50, or 105. It does not matter. Today's your day. Now is your time. You're an ageless, timeless, beautiful being.
Ooh,
Accept that
chills.
truth. Accept that truth because it is the truth. And we speak nothing but the truth and from the heart. And we love you. And whenever it's time, I feel it's time to drop that mic because we just gave Cassie some chills. And then once again, live your purpose. No expiration date to your dreams. This beautiful spirit is Cassidy, and I'm Michael, and we are just vibing out, baby.
It's time. Go get 'em.
Yes, yes. Till next time. Peace, peace.